Welcome back this morning. A new Senate bill could see money set aside for the Education Tax Fund be taken away to help the state's ongoing general fund budget crisis. And here to tell us more about that impact and how it would have on our teachers and students in schools is Marianne Hayward from the American Federation of Teachers. And we appreciate you being here for this coverage. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here.
First of all, okay, just to explain and break it down just a little bit for those who may not know, this is a totally separate fund from the Education Trust Fund, correct?
Well, there are two funds. There's a general fund and there's an education trust fund.
Gotcha. And we're talking about the Education Trust Fund or the Education Tax Fund?
Trust fund.
Trust fund. Okay, so this is the major funding that goes to our schools this is impacting. And right now, as we were saying before, money allocated for that trust fund is now taken out of that and put into the general fund budget in a bill that's proposed. What kind of impact, first of all, is this going to have on our teachers and students if that takes place?
Well, they're estimating that would take $250 million away from the Education Trust Fund, which would have a huge impact on schools, which would begin immediately. I think the state superintendent is saying that would put us at a 4 or 5% proration, which is extremely huge impact on schools right now.
So this money that you usually have, again, for those who don't know, this money is going to supplement our teachers in education as well as our schools and keep in the upkeep of them, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
yes.
So what would be an alternative solution based on this if that money that will be coming from this, we're talking about thousands of dollars, right? So
millions of dollars. Right.
So
yes.
if millions of dollars are taken from the Education Trust Fund to put in the general fund budget, what are our alternatives for our teachers and students?
Well, I think there's going to be huge cutbacks is what would happen because, you know, we've still got to, there are certain fixed payments that have to be made, you know, there's salaries that have to be made, and so I think everybody would be scrambling to find ways to cut their budgets.
And so that could mean layoffs and that sort of thing?
It might. I think it would be cuts to transportation, it would be larger class sizes, it would be maintenance that would just have to be put aside, so I think it would affect everybody.
Sure. Okay, so what should parents or teachers do if they want to fight this? I know it hasn't become law yet, but if they do want to take a stand, what do you recommend?
Emailing or calling senators. I think that will come up today, and so I think it's important to do that immediately. You can go on to the state legislature website, and it will give you links to the senators' email addresses and their office phone numbers.
Absolutely, and we have more information about the general fund budget and how it's being impacted and studied right now at the State House and decisions being made. You can catch up to date on all of that on our website as well at WIAT.com, and we appreciate your time, Ms. Hayward. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.